Okay, so this is video number 5, and I was just kind of explaining everything that went into that vision with the capsule with the black stuff. Okay, so here's the thing, because he ended up going into some kind of detail on the specifics of this and the religious spirit. And this is going to sound kind of odd because it sounded kind of odd to me to begin with. And what was made clear is that America, we are religious. Depending on where you go, there is a desire in an innate desire for humanity to connect with a higher power. That's why there is really no such thing as an atheist. The whole no atheist in a foxhole thing, whatever. Every place you go in the world, it exists. There's religion of some way, some form. But in Christianity, we have committed our honor, glory, relationship, whatever, to God. And then more so to Jesus in the evangelical. And don't get me wrong, neither of those things are wrong. That's great. But Jesus did all the work on the cross, okay? The Holy Spirit does everything else on earth. And so many religions are like, oh no, Holy Spirit, those Pentecostals, those crazy Pentecostals. But the Holy Spirit is who does the things. He empowers us to do the things on the earth. Anyway, I won't go into all of that. But what he was showing me was that as we develop an intimacy, a relationship with the Holy Spirit, we're going to start seeing and develop that on a depth, going in, going deep, not just, lip service or whatever. And when we develop that relationship with the Holy Spirit, we're going to start seeing spontaneous manifestations of the miraculous. And that was like, okay, Lord, bring it on. We've been waiting for this for a long time. But the spontaneous manifestations are going to be stuff that we're not even used to. And that's where that whole thing with the Asbury thing came up. Number one, he's showing, okay, it's the kids, it's organic, blah, 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 everything's rocking. The Holy Spirit is touching these kids. The Holy Spirit is coming into a place where they're able to develop relationship with him, not through the prism of what religion says it has to be. And it's like, okay, everything's kind of right on course here. It's exciting. But so the other day I was watching a thing, or I saw something on Facebook or whatever it was about there was a demonic manifestation at the Asbury thing. And of course, these people are all concerned because I'm sure they've never, dealt with any of that. But that's exactly what the Lord was showing me, is there is going to be spontaneous manifestations of the demonic because they're going to be delivered. People are going to be set free. People are going to be healed of sickness. People are going to be healed of mental and psychological issues that have permeated our society for the last several decades. And there is going to be spontaneous deliverance of the demonic and cutting Satan's ties, and it's all just going to explode and it's going to be fantastic. But at the same time, the people that are unwilling to let go of their religious spirits, there's going to be kind of a clashing going on. And, God's got his plans. And then you've got people that are either going to want to co-opt it, they're going to want to, steer it, or they're going to want to control it in some way, shape, or form that don't understand the way the Holy Spirit works, or even, the way the Holy Spirit had shown me how it's going to be. Anyway, so this is the last video. I say all of that. Okay, it's 4 minutes long. I say all that to say that this has been very interesting, especially for me to watch, because this has been a fulfillment. Oh, okay, I almost forgot one thing. Anyway, so the other day, I was praying about all this as God's showing all this stuff. And I kind of had a vision of the map again, where again, it's all just black around the edges and the rest is flame. And the Lord gave me a real quick little word that was very encouraging and cool. And he said, where just a very short time ago, the rest of the world, and America even, was seeing itself as just a shell of what it previously had been, and this kind of ruined, good-for-nothing, and obviously, we've had concerns about that in geopolitics, is who's going to fear us with Biden at the helm? Our country's in ruins, but where they just, as little as a few weeks ago, saw us as crippled and weak and just a shell of our former selves, the Lord showed me they are now going to, and we are also going to view ourselves as full of the Holy Spirit. That the flame, where the ashen chunk of map or whatever had been representative of us, now we're going to be represented and representative of the Holy Spirit's awakening in the earth and in America primarily to begin with, and it's just going to flow out from there. So I'm talking about getting goosebumps. I was like, bring it on, Lord, let's do this. So anyway, that's that. I just wanted to get these out, so I kind of had it as a testimony, and thank you for watching.